Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Kat. This is Working with Resonance. This is a daily snapshot for the 2nd of July, 2025. Okay, Knight of Wands, Knight of Coins, Judgment, and the Nine of Swords. It's really interesting because the two knights are presenting strongest and most dominant fire, passion, purpose, mission, manifestation. What's lacking here, what's lacking in these night frequencies is the depth of belief in self. There's a lot of bravado, there's a lot of projected confidence, but deep down there's self-doubt, there's fear, there's self-judgment. But these fears and judgment very much presented as they're well in the background. They are very, very well in the background. The focus for today is on the passion and the purpose and the action and inspired action and manifestation. Beautiful. Sorry about the doubts. Maybe with the judgment and the fear in the Nine of Swords, that lack of self-doubt, just become a little bit more mindful on your self-talk, the way that you talk about yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, the judgments that you place on yourself. Now, they're coming from your quiet beliefs and values. So they're definitely mostly in the subconscious, but if you can set the intention to be more mindful and aware of how you're talking to yourself, and an intention to love yourself unconditionally. Wow, everything is happening. Excuse me, everything is happening. There's a lot of distractions coming through in this reading. Focus is really, really strong focus. Oh yeah, there's also some excitement in the air. There has been a lot of activation. Some of you have experienced it in the last 48 hours at the very least. If you have experienced the light activation and you're aware of it, let me know in the comments below. I'm also curious to know how your body's feeling afterwards, because often after the light activation, there's a lot of sensation in the body that can be interpreted as pain, as denseness. It's a little bit of a trick of the mind, but I'm really curious, so let me know. And there has been a light activation, there has been excitement in the air, there is momentum. Definitely, there is momentum, but it is about ignoring or taking that focus off the external and keeping the focus on the internal, on the balance, on the desire, on what beingness feels like, on what happiness feels like, what achieving the goal will feel like if you're working from that level. But definitely taking that focus off of the distractions at this point, because it's a tightrope walk, definitely, to really allow your instincts to guide you, to clear away the clutter of all the external noise, all the acquired beliefs and values, your old sense of identity. That's all showing here as changing at this point. Definitely the motoring frequencies are coming from the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Coins. Now, this is presenting as the same. So this is presenting as the one person. It's not an external person. So if you're watching this, it's potentially you. The soul and the body working together, or the soul manifesting through the body. But it's very grounded. It's not an impulsive motivation or action. It could be a determination to overcome the doubt with the 5 of Wands. Things aren't as they appear to be. It does feel like there is a sense of being blocked, or there is a sense of having this internal backwards and forwards happening, be in the flow in 1 minute and then not the next in through the perception. So this internal civil war, but your soul is shining through here. There is change. Most definitely there is change. This is moving you into a path of love. Unconditional love, source love. The connection's been made, or if it hasn't just yet, it's soon to be. It's no longer just a desire or an idea. There's been an actual connection with whatever it is that lights your fire. Unconditional love, Ace of Cups. It feels like you're taking a step backward. Yeah, going from the 2 to the Ace. It can feel like you're taking a step backwards. You're actually not. That's a perception. That's that pendulum swing, the toing and froing, the internal civil war, the feeling like you're in the flow in 1 minute and then not at the next. So this is talking about fine tuning, balance, silence, stillness, quieting the mind, trusting your instincts, and allowing yourself to enjoy the ride. Roller coasters can be crazy fun if you let go of the fear. It's passing. It is all passing very, very soon. 2 of Wands here. This is a multiple activated unfolding coming through here. Divinely guided, divinely guided by your instincts. The gate is starting to open. Yes, it is. The gate is starting to open. So the Lion's Gate portal is right in the bow wave at the very beginning of opening, peaking beginning of August. You're ready. You are ready. You are ready. To be the star of the show, to manifest whatever it is that you're desiring to manifest. The trick is not to grab it, just put it out there and go through the motions. Whatever then comes your way, just go through the motions, do what needs to be done, and maintain your balance. There will be things coming to the surface, like the fear, like the judgment, like the way that you speak to yourself, like curveballs, perceived as curveballs coming at you as this unfolds. But by full moon, you will have a much clearer view of the, I want to say, magnitude of security and abundance and prosperity, and the magnitude of the manifestation that is unfolding. Truly. Today is really coming through. It's about stabilization, trusting you've got this, trusting the change that's unfolding where you might be feeling like you're taking 2 steps forward and 50 steps back. That's okay. Tomorrow you'll feel like you took 10 steps forward, and the day after you might feel like you didn't take any steps back at all. It's just the flow of it. Time's not linear, so because we work from a linear framework, when we're jumping all around the place, because that's what we are, we're energetic beings, we have this acquired belief or value that if we're not making constant progress, then there's something wrong with us. We're losing, we're failing, we're disappointing people, we're you shouldn't be doing that, right? That's the should or the shouldn't. If we can let go of that and trust our instincts, trust our source, trust God, trust yourself, your higher self, your guides, your label, you choose it. Trust that everything's working out in divine timing as it should be, as it is meant. And it's always working out in your benefit unless you are taking thoughts, words, actions in contrast to that or in opposition to that. When you're grabbing at it and saying, no, it has to be this way, it has to look that way. And this is where the Knight presenting here, going about their passion, purpose, waiting for inspired action, is learning just let go of the focus on the external. In terms of the shoulds and the shouldn'ts. From the external, you are likely to receive guidance, number guidance, or depending on how much you use your symbolism as your guides, animal guides, clouds, weather, trees, nature, water, music. All of those symbols can be very good guidance. It does take a little bit of practice and observation to gain the understanding of, if the willy wagtail appears and does the chatter thing, then there's going to be some turbulence. That comes from time and observation and awareness. Without that awareness, it can be a little bit hard to say, just allow those external pointers to come through. But each to their own, and everybody's journey is different, and everybody's story is different. Everybody's frequency is different. Today is the day to love you through the process, truly, and become more mindful of the chatter that you have with yourself and the beliefs that you have around yourself and the identity that you have created for yourself, and mindful of the frequencies that are supporting you to flow and grow. That's the message for today. Lots and lots and lots of love to each and every one of you. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.